Quarterback is absolutely the most important position in all of football. You cannot win without a quarterback. I don't care if it's high school, college, the NFL. You need a competent quarterback to win football games. For the last 3 years, the University of Michigan has not had a quarterback. And the media has been highly critical. The media, the fan base, everybody has been highly critical of Michigan's coach, Jim Harbaugh. He won 10 games his first year, 10 games last year, only 8 games this year. And people are saying, is Jim Harbaugh able to win? Why can't he get them over the hump? My answer has been for the last 3 years, the reason why Jim Harbaugh hasn't won a national championship, hasn't won the Big Ten, loses kind of weird games, the reason why Jim Harbaugh hasn't been absolutely dominant. He's been dominant, but not absolutely dominant, and won a Big Ten championship. The reason for this is Jim Harbaugh has not had yet a good, competent quarterback. Now the pressure is on because we just found out Shea Patterson, the Ole Miss quarterback, is transferring to Michigan. Shea Patterson is by far one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. I'm so excited. Shea Patterson last year had 17 touchdowns and 9 interceptions before he got injured in 7 games. So he had 17 times 2? That's 34. Shea Patterson roughly would have been 34 in touchdowns with 18 interceptions and could have thrown for over 4,000 yards if he'd stayed healthy. He has a 63.8% completion percentage. Shea Patterson is a fantastic quarterback. I cannot wait to see what happens to him in the Big Ten. But now the pressure's on because Jim Harbaugh has to win. He now has one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. If he can't win with Shea Patterson, he can't win at Michigan. He can't win a Big Ten championship. I think Shea Patterson makes Michigan not only a Big Ten champion contender, now Michigan can suddenly win a national championship. Michigan goes from a really good team to one of the top teams in all of college football. Jim Harbaugh recruits absolute freaks of nature. I call them mutants, people that are just physically on another level compared to other college athletes. Add the quarterback to that, Michigan is suddenly a title contender. Now, we're not sure yet if Shea Patterson will be eligible to play next season. The reason why Shea Patterson is transferring is because the NCAA has dropped many sanctions on Ole Miss. Ole Miss had a problem with their head coach, Hugh Freeze. He got fired. They got in trouble. Ole Miss lost scholarships, I think, as a bowl ban. So the NCAA is allowing seniors at Ole Miss to transfer out without any penalty. They don't have to sit out next year. They don't ever have to sit out. Ole Miss seniors that transfer right now can play immediately. The problem is Shea Patterson is a sophomore. So later this week, the NCAA is ruling whether or not Shea Patterson will be allowed to play next year at Michigan. But regardless, Michigan getting Shea Patterson changes everything. It makes Michigan suddenly a title contender, and I think this will help Shea Patterson down the road when he wants to go to the NFL. Look at all the quarterbacks in the NFL. Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. Many quarterback after quarterback after quarterback has come out of the Big Ten. For some reason, I think it's a pro-style offense, the type of weather they play in, and the run-heavy stuff. Not every good quarterback comes out of the Big Ten. We have Phillip Rivers, Russell Wilson was at NC State for a little bit. Aaron Rodgers is from the Pac-12. But a lot of the top quarterbacks in the NFL come out of the Big Ten. I think being in the Big Ten, because if you look at, especially this, the Big Ten versus the SEC, not a lot of successful NFL quarterbacks come out of the SEC. A lot of successful NFL quarterbacks come out of the Big Ten. Being in the Big Ten will absolutely help Shea Patterson down the road when he wants to go to the NFL.